Kate Fletch, get up here right now. Get up here, Kate Fletch. It's really early. You can come up, beautiful. Hi, pretty lady.
Thank you. Hello, handsome. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I appreciate that too. You gotta bless me. You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Gotta bless me with your graces on stage sometimes, especially when it's just, nobody's in here. Fine.
Yeah, if nobody's in here,
Gotta stay
I
with
don't mind. I don't like arguing with people
I do.
though.
You enjoy it. You enjoy it. You enjoy it
No, I don't.
sometimes when
I'm
you're
not
up here,
combative.
right?
I know how to
You
yield.
don't like you don't enjoy it when I argue with these people.
Yeah, when you do, but not me.
Yeah, not you. Look at you. You shouldn't be arguing with nobody. You should rest in your femininity,
I try.
just like the way you support the room. Appreciate that.
Always, of course.
So while you're up here, do you think you can give me a quick submission before you dash down to the audience?
About
Title:
givers burn out, takers crash out. Hmm.
Cash out.
Takers cash out. Hmm.
Solution is reciprocity. You ever
That
dealt
makes,
with
well,
someone
that
that
makes sense.
you give, they take?
Yeah.
Yes, the
Layla.
idea.
Okay. I love Layla, but I'm going back down. I love y'all.
Why? Why are you going back down? It's just only two of us here.
Okay, I'll stay up.
She is not beat for none of it, Layla. She don't want to
It's
be caught
not
up
for
in.
any of the dumb stuff.
I
So
don't.
No, I feel
so
you,
you
King.
want to give me a quick one? You want to give me a quick solution before you leave? I mean,
I
a
gotta
submission.
I gotta think about this really quick. I like to think before I speak, so give me 2 seconds.
Okay, Layla, go ahead, Layla.
You know how I feel about that. I think in the long run, the givers win, but in the short term, you're right. Because givers were like givers and takers is a dangerous combination because takers don't have any limits,
And they don't see the damage that they're doing to people,
nor do they care.
nor do they care. Like you said,
So,
it's a narcissistic trait.
yes,
It
for
gives off
sure.
that.
The supply, like you're just there to supply what they want, and they're
Hmm.
not there to like take care of you or reciprocate or any of that. They're just there to get what they want.
And as soon as you stop giving, they move around.
Yeah, I mean, but because you're not doing your duty of supplying them. So like that's pretty much all people are there for.
Agreed.
Scary.
Definitely a dangerous
Sad.
person to be involved with.
Yeah. I've experienced a real narcissist in real life. So that is really like the dynamic too. Like it's very like you're just here to give me what I want and shut up about it, basically.
Hey, I'm going to mod you until you feel you need to go down.
Oh Lord.
Okay, you be in other rooms like on stages or no?
No.
Small
No.
rooms.
She said
You
no.
sound terrified. I'm just even mortified right now.
I just don't like arguing with people, and men can be so disrespectful on this stage. So I just figured to stay out of it, I just stay in the goo. And then women can be really mean when you have a cute PTR, so I just stay in the goo.
I,
It's true.
honestly, the only people
That's
that have
true.
ever disrespected me on this app have been women, and I don't I don't experience a lot of the arguing. Women will say like little slick stuff every now and then, but most of the time I don't really have any problems.
They really gonna kill me now that he said I was pretty. I got a little shade yesterday.
Oh yeah,
You
well how
did?
dare
I'm
you?
just kidding.
How dare you be pretty?
You got some shade yesterday from
The
that?
nerve of her
No,
being
I'm
pretty.
just messing around. If I did, I wouldn't say
What's
because
up,
I don't
David?
care.
Mm.
If I could count, if I had a dollar for every time someone called me a pick me, I would be a very wealthy woman.
I figured they would call you a pick me because you speak righteous things about being a wife and a woman. So, of
Yeah,
course.
they don't like that. They
Well,
don't like
I
That's
that.
love you.
crazy.
Oh, I appreciate you. I love you back. Yeah, I don't really care. I don't seek to get the approval of human beings. So I'm good.
David, what you think about that title? Givers burn out, takers cash out, and buzzer solution is reciprocity. That's the only solution. What do you think about that, David?
I ain't gonna lie. It's real early right now. I just got in the truck. I can't even comprehend that the way it's the way it's read out, bro. You're gonna have to break it down layman's terms for me.
Well, when you're dealing with someone that literally takes from you, and you thinking it's supposed to be a relationship of give and take with each other in the most positive environment, uh, you find yourself getting drained, and this person doesn't see anything wrong, and they keep doing it. They keep doing it, and they don't see the wrong in what they're doing. But the easy solution is reciprocity. Reciprocity is the cycle of you treat me the way I treat you, I treat you the way you treat me, and we break off even with that. But if you don't reciprocate reciprocity, same thing to me, then you're obviously taking. So you're going to cash out short term, but in the long run, you really are the one that burns out because you are the one that's murdering bridges with people. That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's I need my first cup of coffee.
Have your coffee,
My
David.
bad. My bad.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, that's the thing. Uh, people don't understand when it comes down to being friends or being in a relationship. If you treat me the way I treat you, positive, then look at Lawrence came in and seen two white people on stage and said, "I'm out of
I'm crying.
here." Oh my God,
My
this
bad. Am I
guy.
fucking up the room? You want me to dip?
Nah, you're
Nah,
good,
good.
David.
Alright.
We was just having a conversation. What's up, Shorty and Dr. Anecdotal? I see you in a while. How you been?
Shorty.
Yeah, that's basically the justice, and I guarantee you can have people have uh, lots of examples of that. You know, many examples of it. Contrary to people's belief, I'm a giver. I'm a giver. I am. That is part of my one of my attributes. And then stop giving a fuck out. Giving a fuck. Stop. Especially when I feel as though I've been drained, you know. And it was times that I was a taker. Relationships, I was a taker. Yeah, I can admit that. Was I responsible for it? Yeah, I was responsible for it too. I'm not gonna lie. So I took accountability and responsibility for my actions. People just happen. Uh, and then there's times that people will say, "Oh, it's karma that thing that you're dealing with," and I get things stick up for me. But it's just really the people that I deal with that has really shitty personalities that don't want to, that doesn't feel like they have to change because they feel like they're doing absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, man.
Yeah. Human beings are social creatures, and those people that isolate themselves. Sometimes they do well. Some of them find themselves crashing out. Hey, Lisa, you got to come up here too. This okay? You and K Fletcher are one and the same.
Yeah, you gotta watch how you present yourself to people because they will take your kindness for a weakness every goddamn time.
Lisa, it's a small room. You know the deal. Get up here, Lisa. Lisa, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Lisa. You remember that song with Bart
Good
Simpson and
morning.
all them? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
You gonna
morning.
Kay
You
Fletch
know,
is a little shy and stuff like that, so she don't really want to give me a full submission. She's not used to it. But you can, Lisa.
speak on the title, givers burnout, talkers cash out, solution, reciprocity. Never
Takers.
takers, yeah, it never happened. Reciprocity is not in their repertoire, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Givers give because that's how they were born, that's in their spirit. And takers, the exact same thing. If you're not self aware, you won't notice that you're giving, or that you're taking. But once, if you are self aware, if you care about people, if you have empathy, then
Mm-hmm.
you try and make sure that there is a balance. If you care about someone, you will make that a priority. Selfish people don't make those things priority.
Lady said that's like kind of that's signs of narcissistic trait.
I would say that that is a sign of human nature, behavior. It's survival, it's living, it's just trying to make sure that you're trying to be your best self for yourself and no one else. But it takes an empathetic person to realize that there are others in the world and need that love, need care as much as you need it. Reciprocity then does come into play, in my mind. You look to your left and your right, and yeah, you're going to see people who care about each other, but you're also going to see a lot of people who just care about themselves. It's not necessarily just narcissistic behavior. It's uh,
Guess what?
again, I go back. It's human nature. People are going to human themselves, and I don't know if that's an emotional response or just a realistic one. It's all about surrounding yourself with people who love and want to be loved. Just respect and giving respect naturally.
Hmm. What do y'all think about that? Respect is rare nowadays.
I think that comes from the same dynamic. People come to relationships with what they want from people. They have a checklist already. So whether it's like relationships aren't very organic anymore. So it's like when it comes to like romantic relationships, it's like the woman has a long checklist of all the things he has to be in order to be with her. It's like this is what I want from you, but we don't have an equally long checklist of what I'm bringing to you, right? Like so there's this I'm here to get what I want to get from this particular situation. So when you approach it like that, there isn't a lot of respect involved or reciprocity in mind.
Can't live my life. I won't be able to live my life like that.
Me either. I don't know how people do it. It's weird.
What the hell?
I agree with Layla. My checklist for people is very short. It's a core checklist. It's three things. It's three things. It's very short. And again, it's core. And anything outside of that is the radius of my inner circle. Right,
Hmm.
like if you have four, then you're closer to me. If you have five, checks, then you're further out, and the list goes on and on, or closer, sorry. But yeah, it's your core checklist. Have three. I say when you meet people and you have those three core things that they meet, that's exceptional and great, because it's your core list, not anyone else's. And when you can find someone, romantically, or friends, best friends, co-workers, you name it, from beginning to end, if they can meet those three, I call that winning, because that is a person that you can talk to. um, you don't find many people with the same core checklist that you have. But when you do, and it's not hard.
Lisa, I think people don't really like it's interesting to hear you say that because I'm certainly have a similar mindset, right? So for me, it's for morals, values, principles. Like with like we're not even having a conversation if we can't match up on that. Like we're good. I'm good. And I'm not afraid to walk away from people that don't match up with me on that stuff. But like, do you think more generally that that's a conversation people are having when they meet people? Because it doesn't seem like that to me. So I'd be interested to hear like whether you think other people are doing that.
So I'm going to add integrity into that. And I think with your morals, values, and principles, integrity it's linked into that. I will say no, they're not. They are more often, especially on this app. I hear people trying to fit round people into square pegs and vice versa. And you can't
Square
force
pegs.
someone.
We knew what she meant. That's
Yes,
okay. I
square
knew what she
pegs.
meant.
Hmm.
Square
Thank you.
peg, round hole. Yeah, I
Yes,
got you.
yes,
I knew
yes.
exactly what you were saying.
Thank you. We can't do that. When you try and force someone into a shape that they're not in, that's when it becomes broken, toxic. All the names and adjectives that we want to give it. It doesn't work that way. So no, they are not being honest in the beginning.
Or intentional.
Exactly. And I'm, you know what? Yes, and I want to highlight honest. They're not being honest. And maybe some of them are being honest, but the other person is saying, I can change you, or
I can
you
change
you really don't feel that way.
it.
So it's not I'm going to change you, but I think you just think you feel this way, right? When people tell you who they are, believe them.
Right.
Facts. I think people are often lying to themselves about who they are. So I try to like I balance the honesty integrity thing, right? Like so if I'm telling myself I'm this thing, right? Am I really lying to the other person? Because I likely don't know I'm lying to myself about who I am. So I'm really just kind of communicating the same lie that I tell myself to someone else. So in my mind I'm being truthful, right? Because this is what I actually think of myself.
Layla, I love
It's a
that.
scary dynamic for me because I'm like, y'all don't even know who you are a lot of the time.
Right. I love that. However, those people that don't think they're lying to themselves, know deep down inside, they are. That's the gag. They already know. You think a narcissistic person doesn't know that they're,
They
not
actually don't.
manipulating someone?
But
Now,
do
the
they?
interesting thing about narcissists is that their brains are actually wired to think that way. They find it to be quite normal.
To
They're
always
not even
win?
aware. No, no, like I have my share of studies on this, Lisa. Like I really like it's scary.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna speak logically because emotionally I think it's horrible, right? Like it's terrible to me. But their brains are actually wired to treat other human beings like supply. So it's not that they're like, oh, let me get my like it's not a conscious thought. And it's interesting, like they move like I hate to make this comparison, but they move like animals. Like a lion is hungry, he eats, right? He hunts. He doesn't have like he just instinct, right? So narcissists, and I'm only talking about people who are actually narcissists, not like narcissistic tendencies, not the word they like to throw around. I'm talking about someone who's really like that. They don't realize that they are any different from anyone else.
Then
And
let's
most
talk
of
about
them
the
don't get therapy because they just don't think they need it. Like they don't think there's something wrong with them
and I understand that. And yes, okay. So what about the regular smegular people on this app in real life?
that
Because
aren't
this
actually
this this
clinical
app this app is
narcissists.
real life,
Right.
right? Right. They're
Right.
not. They're not. So I'm not gonna point out just on this app. It's in real life. It's everybody because this app is just a totality of
Very
of
low.
society. This is real life. um but the regular smuggler people here and everywhere, they know deep down who they are and they still lie.
Yeah, I don't know why
Oh,
people just can't
I
be
would agree
honest,
with that.
Lisa. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't understand why
No,
people just
you go
can't be
ahead.
honest. They just can't be honest. Just be honest. Just be you. You know what I mean? If people don't accept you for who you are, fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with that. However, people have found when they are their true selves, people reject them, which is why we
Oh, I
have all
know that.
these
Yeah, I
terms.
know.
Oh,
Oh, trust me, I know, Lisa. Trust me, I know.
That's why I say, if being who you are disturbs the man I am, don't be around me. Just don't be around me because being who you are is rude and disrespectful. You think it's quite normal. I don't want to be around. You got a point with that. And when it goes to the point of you saying the givers and takers, they know what they're doing. They are aware of it. I'm pretty sure someone has told them time and time again about how they see this person. They choose to ignore it because it benefits them. Follow me.
I'm following you. There's a lot of, I mean, like the loudest people in some of these rooms have heard it time and time again, but they are fighting against it. They are they are fist fighting the air because they don't
Hmm.
want to hear what people have said, and it just makes them look worse. I mean, most of us that stay on mute and cute in the goo, like me, um, w- I- we see it all. I feel like I could be a therapist at this point. Um,
Yeah,
it
that's true.
is truly an experiment in human behavior, and just seeing it is remarkable. It really truly is. I mean, I really like a lot of the different characters on here, and I continue to come to your room. I like you. I like Stunna. Layla, oh God, every time you talk, I'm like, I ain't got to say shit. She's saying everything I would have said. So
Hmm.
it's great.
I mean, that mean that you have all your screws. right there and not missing these screws. Lisa, because Layla isn't missing any screws. She just died.
I concur.
I
Damn,
think
it's not him.
I think it's interesting because I just had this conversation with someone yesterday, like off the app. I was saying like, like you decide at one point like that if that authenticity is the most important thing,
Okay.
right? And being authentic with people, some people are not going to care to be around you or be offended, quote unquote offended, which is so easy to do these days, and then the people that are your people, they'll stay around. So like and having to
Morning.
maneuver different
I'll move
personalities
up.
for me just never been worth it to me. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with how I think about things. I'm open to listening to other people's perspectives because I think people have other people's perspectives also provide something. Like even just to say, hey, like I never thought about that way. Maybe I need to like rethink the way I think about that. Especially people from different backgrounds and different upbringings and different geographic locations, right? It's like, oh, well, I've never lived there. So that's interesting that it's like that there because I kind of lived in a silo where I've been. So I think we fail to grow because we don't do that, right? Like I'm solid who I am, but I'm certainly open to who other people are too, because it helps me learn not only about them, but more about myself in the process.
Yes, so you are a forever learner, very open minded. However, you understand that your time and energy is yours, and you choose to give it where you want to give it. And when you do choose to give it, it's given freely because it feels good within you to do just that. And there are no regrets, no resentment, and you can, I mean, just go on and it feels good. And yeah, there are no drawbacks from that. I think that's great and amazing.
Everything you see good in me comes from Allah. Just a little waiver in there.
You said what?
I said everything that you see that's good in me comes from Allah.
Uh, inshallah, right? Beautiful thing they say that Islam is for everyone. Don't
Alhamdulillah.
don't trip with me, y'all. Don't trip. Don't trip. Don't trip. Oh, you guys not gonna trip. You guys kind of the same people in the room. Woo. Yeah, I did this title because I want to see how people will react to it. Even if they will admit things to themselves. I've been a bad person. I've been unfair. And people think that being good and bad is subjective too. I kind of think it's subjective when it comes down to certain things. But when you call yourself good and it only benefits you and you're not only dealing with yourself, then that doesn't make it a good person. You can persuade yourself all you want to. It doesn't. Is that her? I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my paperwork signed while I'm out here.
And I'll say this, Yay, that givers continue to
Thank
give, but when they encounter emotional vampires,
you.
they realize it. Like after the first couple of discussions, they're like, "Oh, okay, this is what you're on. You're just taking, taking, taking." That's when that burnout happens, and givers take a step back. It doesn't
Right.
mean we stop giving. We still give. We still give smiles. We still give, you know, um, anecdotal stories. I give in the morning early when the rooms are small. um, right? Givers still give until they encounter that emotion of vampire, and then yeah, we take a step back. Um, I just wanted to point that out. The giving doesn't stop. It just stops for certain people and
Individuals, right.
situations. Yeah.
I see what you wrote, K Fletch. Give with boundaries. How the hell how do you really do it? How do you really do that? Give with boundaries.
You have to set
What's
boundaries
up,
and say,
Rico?
you have to say no sometimes.
Hmm.
Like you can't continue to always give or you will get burnt out. And even though saying no sometimes feels wrong, I feel like it keeps your sanity. And it takes people a long time actually sometimes to start saying no because they become accustomed to saying yes. They're givers. That's just who you naturally are, right? So I think that you got to give with boundaries, meaning you have to learn to that it's okay to sometimes not give.
Are you a giver?
Absolutely. So I'm speaking from experience.
Yeah, but you also
What
know
about
that
you?
them people will. My bad. They'll talk about the one time you didn't give versus the 500 times
Mm.
you did
I
give.
agree with that too. I
Ooh.
agree.
I
Absolutely.
think that's the nature of human beings, right? Like, so the nature of human beings is that the minute you do something they don't like, it sort of erases all the good that you did do. And some people find a way to manage that because nobody likes no, right? Like, I don't think anyone's like asking you a question looking forward to the answer being no, right? So the no is sort of like, oh, I just kind of ran into a glass door, wasn't expecting that. And some people learn how to manage that emotion and some people don't. So the people that don't are the people that you have to kind of file that away in your head, right? Like, okay, when I say no to this person, it's like I never did anything good for you.
Right.
And people
Ooh, I
like
hate
that
that.
are people that you don't want to be around, right? Because whatever good you do, the minute you do say no, they're going to erase all of that.
You find
You,
yourself what working overtime trying to prove yourself at this point.
right, right.
Draining.
Yes, it's very draining.
Those
Mm.
are the emotional vampires. It's
Yes.
emotional
Man, come drain these
vampirism.
balls.
It's
Yo,
time
just
vampirism.
shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, please.
Man,
I think
come
it's
drain
also
these.
important, Lisa, like if you are giving, right? Like giving to receive is also like a dangerous person, right? So like
Given to
it,
receive.
giving like so if I'm doing something for you because I'm expecting a particular thing from you, that's a
Hmm.
dangerous person, right? If I'm a giver and I just want to do something for you and I'm not expecting you to do it, it's not tit for tat, like I'm not expecting anything from you. I think it's important for people to learn how to like gauge where they are with that. Like, can I do this just because I want to do it for you? Just because I want to be kind to you in this moment, just because like we say for the sake of a law, right? Like if you do things for the sake of a law, then it doesn't matter what the other person does, right? It's just you did it, your reward is with the law, and you can give in that manner without feeling slighted. But if you're only ever giving because you're trying to get something from someone, then you are going to be mad when you don't get something. You're going to be, oh, I did this for you. That's when you hear people be like, I did all these things for you, right? Why
No,
you
because
now you
people
won't
like to
do what I
negate
want you
those
to
things.
do?
But unicorn, people like to negate certain things that you have done, or just like David said, throw out the thing that you have done. So you'll find yourself having to remind them, like, hey, I've done these things. What do you mean I haven't done anything for you? This one time I tell you no. You get it?
I agree. That's usually the situation. Like you do have to. I've had to remind several people, and not because I wanted to boast about what
Right.
I did, but because they literally act like I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm okay with
Because
that.
then, because then you start feeling as though you're going crazy. So
I,
like,
I
wait a
I
minute.
think like it's so telling who they are when they do that, right? So if I
Yeah.
know I've done all these things for you, right? And I've never asked you for anything, and now you're asking me for something that I can't do. Because likely the reason I'm saying no is because it's just not something I can do right now. So
Right.
the minute you react that way, I'm just gonna simply say, I'm really sorry you feel that way. And I'm gonna keep it pushing, and I will never forget that we had that conversation. I'm not
I'm gonna tell
gonna
you to take that
I'm
hammer
not
and
gonna
stuff
pull
it up
out
your
my
candy ass,
list
stuff
of
the hammer out
things.
ass. That's what I'm gonna tell you to
I'm not gonna pull
do.
out my list of things. Like, remember on August 4th, I did blah blah blah, and I'm not doing all that because my reward is with the law. And if you can't acknowledge that, you're gonna have to deal with your maker when that time comes, right? Like, I'm not gonna remind you of all the things I did for you, like as if because I don't have to justify that. Like when I stop doing things for you, you'll remind yourself that I used to do all these things for you because that those things won't be there anymore.
Layla, a bar.
Like I'll reward you with my absence. So
Right.
I think like people like that are dangerous, but people on the flip side are also dangerous. Like if someone's only doing something for you to get something from you, that's a dangerous person too.
So is that person the ultimate taker?
I think people think they're better manipulators than they really are. I hate to say that, but I think that people like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this and that, and you think you're gonna get a specific result from it, and when it doesn't happen, you're like, oh, this and that. Well, no, agreements are agreements. So if we have an agreement like of reciprocity, that's one thing, right? Like I'm going to do this in this relationship, you're going to do this in this relationship, and we have an agreement, everybody knows what's up, right? But if you're trying to manipulate someone by doing things for them to get the result that you want, good luck with that. Really good luck with that.
What's going on with y'all
Yeah,
down there? I don't know if I'm in the. I don't know if I'm in the matrix or not. Y'all can hear me?
yeah, you good.
I
Y'all can hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear
I
him.
got you 5 by 5.
Yeah, I'm going. Go ahead, Rico. I just need you off your mic.
Yeah, I see this different because you can't really take nothing from me. I gave it willingly. I think the problem with with these things is, I just think people that always want the best for people, those people just like it's not about like you just naturally get drained, right? It's like people that pour into other people that's always uplifting other people because I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know what we're talking about materialistic things here. We just talking about time. We talking about loyalty because I look at all these things different. There's certain things that you can't put a price on, right? Like I could give you a lot of things and that shit don't mean nothing to me. Like just take that and be gone, poof. But it's certain parts of me that you could give a person that can't be like even if you try to reciprocate, I don't look at it the same way. I think like when people give like loyalty, they time, like their sincerity, like a lot of these times as people, these things you can't even replace. It's just like it just becomes like there's people that's just empaths. They just become drained. And if it ain't even about like you reciprocating, it's about do you even appreciate it? I think appreciation to most people becomes the return on what they invested in. Like, okay, I can see like this is the recognition that you recognize that this is draining me. It's like not easy for me to do this for you. It's like not even like to give you this time to give you these things because life itself is draining. That ain't your fault. But every little piece of me that I give you that I'm using extra in life is taking something from me. I have to give it to my
Right.
children. I got to give that to you. I got to give that. So if you pouring out of you and nothing is filling you back up, eventually you're gonna run into a drought. You're gonna be drained. It's just the way that things work. So you have to either get that fulfillment from knowing that hey, it's appreciated and I'm not doing it in vain and it's getting recognized. The moment people start to say, well, that's what you're supposed to do, and that a lot of people take this stance, well, that's just what you're supposed to do.
That's
Maybe it
crazy.
is. Maybe it is. But even if that's true, it still doesn't mean that the other isn't true. That it took a lot. It's taken a toll of me. And like sometimes you proudful to see people like progress, and you prideful. But then it comes to a point to where I'm just burnt, bro. I'm just tired, mentally and emotionally exhausted. Like, and I need to you to love on me a little bit, just so when you need
Mhm.
me in the future, I can be able to get that back to you again. Like, just so I can try to like refuel. Everything has to refuel. Everything has
Right.
to recharge. Even your spirit has to recharge. Like, you can't just go on. And I think that a lot of people they just don't like they don't see how you feel as important or as a priority as you see their lives. You put more stock in more people than those people put in you.
Assalamu alaikum, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. For all of those that are not
Alaikum
familiar,
salam.
um, I'm gonna sit this one out just a little bit, just to listen. But Rico, I get with your submission. Those that are givers are oftentimes drained, just tired beyond means because they are givers. But you gotta first remember to give to yourself. Your self-preservation is first. So just remember to give to yourself first.
Andrea, I hear you. I don't think it works that way. I think that would be great, but I don't have it in me to be like I don't like it's the way I'm conditioned, right? I'm like I think a lot of my anger and frustration is because I am like I can't turn it off. When you can't turn it off, and I'm not talking about just regular people, I'm just talking about people that I care about. You can't like it's an innate thing that you put yourself second. So your health, like your happiness, all that stuff is diverted for other people because you just want to see them smile. You could be crying in the inside, knowing you want to do something different, knowing I could have better been doing something like, but y'all got it. And sometimes you just fake smile through it all. You just be like, yeah, yeah, but you know, like, yo, it's not it. And so a lot of times, even on the application, like I understand like duties and parental duties and husband duties and all these
Oh,
things, but even in that, like it. and I like unless you have the like the part to where that seems like it's worth it to you, you're always gonna be feeling like kind of like numb inside. You're gonna be like, in fact, I think you become so accustomed to pain. Like sometimes I don't even like the hurt ain't even the same no more. It's just like okay, I just everybody just expect me to do it, so I'm just gonna do it, and I'm just gonna like thug my way through it. But like what that does is create a person that you don't really feel like that no more. Like you kind of cut off the human side of yourself, like just so you could
Yeah,
kind of like be able to deal with whatever come your way. So you kind of got to be a robot and just shake
But
everything
that's
off
why she
super
said you
quick.
gotta love yourself, because those are some of the most unsuccessful people. People that give. They're unsuccessful. That's the reason why like the economy is the way it is, because most of the world are givers, right? Most of the country, need I say? So they're giving. Then they want the dominant society to give as well. And it's like the dominant society is like, no, I gotta fill my cup first, so then I can donate. But people at the bottom, they think, oh, give. Everyone should be equal. When that's just not the way of the world. Anybody that understands business or just self care, no, you have to fill yourself up. She was definitely correct on that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with her premise. I'm not saying that. You're looking at it in a different way. I think like when you start talking about philanthropy and people like that, I'm talking about if you're in a relationship or you're a mom or you're a dad, people that tend to be around those people, they haven't sat down and thought to themselves like, dang, every day mom is doing XYZ, every day dad is doing like they just think it's just a natural responsibility or requirement. You go ask Pedro and go ask how many men go out and do self-help things for themselves, how many men go out and go do things for themselves, or men feel guilty when they on vacation a lot of times. They'll work
yeah, buddy.
they'll work mad hours a week and be like, damn, I feel guilty. I should like I shouldn't even be here to enjoy myself. Like even if you watch people like when you see them at get-togethers and things like that, a lot of these people have uneasy spirits. Like dang, like I feel guilty to even be having fun. I feel like or even if the things are like getting paid and this right here, they just taking a breath of like she's gonna pass that mark on to the next hurdle. It's always the next thing to do. It's always the next person's life with the issue or the problem that I'm trying to fix. So what I'm saying, I understand self care is a real thing. I understand that. More people should advocate for it. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think that there's a guilt that comes from somewhere where people that don't like to take time to do things for themselves, and if they do take time for do things for themselves, they're still worried about other people.
So I agree with what you're saying, but it's work. Like what you're talking about, how to get out of that, that's work. Like you have to learn how to get through that step by step because that's just going to kill you long term. And I definitely see it with a lot of men who, because I've worked with a lot of men my whole life, and a lot of them do become workaholics, which isn't healthy. It's like their lifestyle's perfectly fine, but they have that urge. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. And that's probably why men like y'all die earlier, unfortunately, is because you have that, and that's just not. It's not a healthy thing. It's not a healthy habit to have.